Cheaper, the short, small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance. Ways to already pulling me in, already under my open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Leonard. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Rig alert, rig alert. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Let's go. Check, man. Check.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sam Williams on the stop. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Give here to Hampton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Second and 9 now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Ready,
from the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll try and do, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. His sixth touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to put a quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Starks lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 15-0. 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Over 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Now it's Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side. It's Cooper. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run over center with Mitchell. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And fighting down inside the 25. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Allen. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cooper. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds out near the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
From the gun, it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try the left side. Cooper. Trying. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Hamilton was there defensively.
Second and 10.
Mustang 19. Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Leonard. That one complete to McConkey. And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10
19
yards.
tight. 19 tight.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
10 yards.
The Chargers at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So first and 10 now from the 30.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Chargers had 6 to their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. That's taken in by Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Cooper. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They have 3 tight tight ends in that formation, that's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
No, we change it. Report.
Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Leonard. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Mavericks, 60 Eagles, 18 Pioneer.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Quick move. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fine recovery and a Charger touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Ravens 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote a little Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They go play action with Jackson. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Jackson from the shotgun. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Mustang 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards brings up third down and 14.
On third down, here's Hampton. Fights through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of running behind it.
Ravens 17.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
And all the way in for a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. 40 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one finds McConkey. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. We're going to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
First down.
60 Eagles.
First and goal.
Here we go. Here we check.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready. Cowboy 60 right. Ready.
Back to throw. Leonard. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
5-yard loss. Sets up 3rd down and goal.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Still going. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 117 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now again, right side. Cooper. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he is caught. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Motion. Hey.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson now. It fights him off. Jackson going to keep it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Jackson. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. T. Higgins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
Ravens 32. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 65 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 42. Ravens 32.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now again, right side. Cooper.
Number 3.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And
in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A little juke. Now he bowls him over. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Lamar changing the look. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 39.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for them? Who's going to take care of business? Now that you're being pressed, it is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Cowboy 80, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
2nd and 6. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Chop 60, chop 60.
On 1st down, and dropped to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now Jackson. Complete to Likely. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
180. Yeah. Hey.
Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now 1st and goal.
Go.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Oh, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
Rocco 80. Riggs. 19 Lion. Chop 60. 18 Rattler.
He's back to throw. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Go street. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle on deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Ravens 46.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
13. Come on.
Throwing, Jackson. Pass complete to Higgins. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Fourth down, 10 yards to go. One last shot for Jackson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to.
Everybody's got a song called